Trek Checkpoint 2021 600-mile review. Hey gang, this is Mike with My Real Estate Dojo, and I'm Mr. NoFluff.com. And I want to give you an honest review because I wasn't sponsored by Trek. I bought this bike with my own money. It was, it was kind of on the expensive side. It cost me roughly about $3,500 US dollars. And then of course I added accessories, and the accessories went up to more than $1,500 on top of that. But let me give you an honest review. Right now I have 600 miles on it in a very short period of time, and I'm honestly in love with it. This is one of the best bikes I ever owned. Okay, let me run down to some of the things that I like about it and some of the things that I don't like about it, for someone that spent their own money on it. One of the cool things about this Trek Checkpoint is that I can actually put mounts on there and carry my gear, because I like to do a lot of long distance. Like today I'm actually doing 60 miles, and so I take a lot of fruits and watermelons and things to munch on, versus just nasty gel or just a bunch of sugar or things of that nature. So healthy stuff. For example, in this one here is like fresh coconut juice with ice. This one is my water. This is my Persian hot tea, guys, because I love hot tea. And in this bag I'm carrying my food in here. If you like, I can quickly let you look at it real quick. And these bags, these Orby bags, are awesome. I'll let you look at it. I have my little seeds, and here I have strawberries, cherries, all kinds of stuff. And then I have a watermelon back there. I just ate a grapefruit. And I also have what we call in Iran pesa. I forgot the name of it in American. Anyways, this Trek Checkpoint is awesome. On the other side, I'll carry my tools, that I don't carry in here, like the spare tires and fixing the flat stuff. But overall, the carbon fiber has been excellent on it. I never owned a carbon fiber before. I've ridden some bikes with forks that had carbon fiber in it. However, I had maybe a discrimination on something that I didn't understand. But I mean, this thing rides really smooth, because it normally rides steel. Really smooth. It really takes out the bumps and the grinds like unbelievable. And I'm impressed by it, like super impressed by it. It was a large purchase, but the amount of riding that I do and the amount of joy and comfort I get from it, it's absolutely, when I factor in like the cost of a heart attack or diabetes, and or a gym membership, or going out to eat and getting some wine, or stuff like that, it doesn't do anything for me. To actually put it into my health and fitness plus having fun, this is just like a no-brainer. I mean, for someone that rides a lot. Okay, so this is an 11-speed hydraulic disc brakes, carbon fiber. This is the Checkpoint SL5. Okay, it does have the GRX specs for the front. Let me show you guys. It's real muddy. I just stepped into a lot of mud right there. Sorry. This is not in my backyard. I've already done, I believe, 11 miles, but I still got I'm doing total 60 today. So some of the cool stuff that I did is I bought these little things, and I mounted my computer here, my light here, so I don't have to have my light system on here. Basically, this is my GoPro goes on there. This is my Orly bag. This is awesome, very awesome. I keep a lot of cool stuff in there, like my chargers and gloves. I don't lose them and stuff like that. And I really like the 1, 2, 3, 4 bottle holders, and it seems like excessive, but if you're doing long distance, especially in like FM roads or small roads or very long, you need all that water. And what I like to do this one is I keep this one for my, like, for example, like if I pull into a coffee shop and I get a small coffee, then I can put it in there. Okay, this is absolutely an amazing bike. This is a two-bit. You got the front one and the back one. It is kind of dirty, but it's real muddy. I've been riding, and on the back it's 11. All right, but it's smooth. This GRX is there's like 3 levels. This is the ultra gear level. Now these pegs are pretty awesome too. They're huge, humongous. Check it out. I think they're called Spanx. They got really big teeth on them. It's grip real good. You know what I mean? The other thing I just added on here was this Brook seat. I had another Brook seat on my other bike, which had, you know, over 7,000-8,000 miles on it, but it kept getting caught in the rain. So I figured, you know, why don't I just put a new Brook seat on there? So I spent with tax and everything like $139 just for that seat. These bags were $190 with tax. Was like $206. I bought them at REI. And everything here that you see, I bought from REI. I'm a fan of REI. This is not a sponsor, but this is basically, I like what they do. They have great policies. So I have the light system right here. And one of the reasons I put my light system up here is because, A, I don't like to be on the handle. 2, it gets the bugs away. If you were like riding at night or whatever and you have the lights on, the bugs all fly into the light. So I didn't want to keep going to my face. So I put it right here and the bugs go on the bottom, which is amazing. Now, if you don't believe me, try it for yourself and then thank me later, okay? One of the cool things about this one bike frame is that it's all one piece, right? It's just like all one piece. It's not like multiple pieces. Pretty amazing, right? Let me get you up here. Right, like one whole piece. This particular bike has the isotopes. It's kind of like a suspension without a suspension, and this thing really works. You know, I wish it just had it in the front like the Damani. Okay, I wish I had it in the front because I almost wanted to buy the Damani because it didn't have the ones in the back. But the thing with the Damani is you can't put the racks on there. So, and I really need the racks to carry my bags. So I always carry my bags all the time. Plus, like when we go with my family, they carry these bags really full. Or when I go backpacking, like I just did this weekend, you know, I was carrying my tent. Maybe I'll put a picture in there. And you know, it got caught in the rain. I mean, the other thing is, like this weekend, I went there and I got caught in the rain all day long. It was so muddy, and I was on the rail. And this bike handled it, man. I mean, sure, there was a lot of mud on the chain, and you could hear the mud got into the hydraulic disc brakes. And you could hear it, but I mean, it continued going, right? It continued going to the rain wash most of the stuff away. Pretty amazing. Okay, now, what was I not happy with this bike? I mean, one of the problem was the wrap, and I think the place that I bought it from, they didn't do a good job. It came off like the first day I bought it, and I rode it, and I had to go back, drive really far, put it back on there. And again, it came off again. So, you know, I wasn't happy about that. So besides that, but that's not a big thing. It may cost me like, you know, $25 plus installation, another $15, something like that to fix that problem. But overall, I'm super stoked with this bike. You know, I really like this bike. This rack has been amazing too. It's a Axon or something. Again, these are not sponsored. Just what I'm sporting. I really like these bags, or Orbit, or whatever they're called. They're made in Germany. Man, these things are like rock, and quality is amazing. Like, they last you for a long time. If you want to buy stuff that only you have to buy once a lifetime, this is it, dude. And you know, again, I'm not sponsored by them. I bought a yellow one and I loved it so much I went and bought a black one and give the yellow ones to my wife because it matched her bike better. So man, I'm super happy with this bike. I'm loving track. I've ridden a lot of track. You know, you guys know, you know, I flip bikes. I wrote a book on how to flip bikes to turn $100 into $500, $600, $700 in a matter of hours, if not days, if not weeks. But I've never owned a brand new track, and you know, I bought it. I'm super happy with it. I own a Specialized. You know, that was all right. I own a Orbea. I was pretty happy with my Orbea. But track is pretty awesome, man. So far, I haven't had any complaints with it. Maybe down the line things will change, but I hope not. You know, so far I've done 600 miles on this. Haven't had one flat. Haven't had any problems at all. When I bought this bike, I did have problems. I think again I had the wrap problem, and you know the gearing was. I was having problems because every time they tuned it, after maybe like 2 or 3 hours of ride, it would loosen up and it would go out of tune, and they had to do it again, and they did it like 3 times. Eventually they changed all the cords, and there's some like weighted pulley or something, and now I don't have that problem anymore. But besides that, I didn't have any problems. Again, I'm happy with it. How much do I have invested in this bike? I don't have the exact number. It was $3,500 for the bike, and you know, for example, the 2 bags in the back were $199 or something, with tax was like $206. The front one was like $115 plus tax. These cups were each like maybe like $35. The lights in the front were like $126 each. The computer was like $55. The pedals were like $120. This knife is like $205. This thing in the back I think was cost like $30. The rack I think it was like $60-70. And the water bottles I bought from Trek, and those were like $20 each. So it's like, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, that's $80 in just water bottles. Now it doesn't look like it. For example, I bought this little stem to put my GoPro in there, and that was like $30-40 right there. When you buy this bag, you gotta buy this little harness. If you buy it at REI, they provide it for free, but a lot of places you gotta buy it separate. So you know, just this little bell was like $40. Check it out. But I thought it was worth it because it was a minimalist and I like how it sounds. So, you know, that seat is $139. So it is an expensive bike. I wouldn't get it if I was a brand new bike rider. However, if I'm going to do a lot of miles, if I'm going to go backpacking, if I'm going to do commuting, I'm going to go driving back and home from work, I'm going to do grocery shopping with it, I'm just going to do long tours with it, this is amazing. I mean, like, I bought this bike for touring, just go with my family, and, you know, pull the Burley trailer, and, you know, do all kinds of fun stuff, or go with my brother and do some long miles, or even go solo. You know, like a lot of times I'm doing solo, like today I'm doing 60 miles all by myself in this bike. And again, when I changed this seat, it made the ride so much more comfortable. The Brooks seat, you know, I'm still in the breaking in phase, but I love it a lot more than the original seat. But the original seat was excellent. I didn't have any problems with it. That was my best seat, second best seat. But I've been riding Brooks since the beginning, so I had to go back to Brooks because they make good quality products, and I like to support companies that make great products that last a long time. You know, they exceed my expectations, is what I'm trying to say. All right, guys, if you own a Trek, you know, let me know your opinions. If you own a Damani, let me know your thoughts. If you have a Checkpoint, let me know. If you have the aluminum version of the Checkpoint, let me know with your thoughts on that. Again, I have the Trek Checkpoint SL5, which is carbon fiber throughout, and with the GRX, which is comparable to the Ultra with the clutch. Okay, hydraulic disc brakes, and you know, and ISO back thing. And one of the other cool things that I've said in my other videos is one of the cool technologies that Trek uses is creativity. Is, you know, if you want to bring the tilt up this, all you have to do is screw this, and you don't have to worry about the thing dropping down. If you want to, for example, move it back and forth, and you don't want to mess with the tilt, there's another screw you mess with, and now you can go forward and backward without messing with the tilt. And I've never seen that in any other bikes. So that was pretty cool. Okay, guys, awesome bike. Trek, thank you for making a great bike. It was hard to get one. It really wasn't the color that I want, but the color has grew on me, and this is the navy blue that they had. 2021 Trek Checkpoint SL5. Let me know your thoughts below. Much love. Always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you ever imagined. This is Mike with MrNoFluff.com. I believe in you and don't take no for an answer. If you could, click the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe, and peace.